Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Michael Zuber, author of One Rental at a Time. And you know we had to do it. It's the daily financial news. We are doing this at 7:30, even though it is Thursday. I'm on vacation, but it doesn't stop. I thought it was important. In fact, I probably wouldn't have had a good day if I didn't do this video. As you know, we've been doing the daily financial news for 2.5 years now. What is that? Over 700 days together. So we're not going to stop it. In fact, it will be a video I plan to do every day. Hopefully we'll have it from different locations. But what we are going to talk about today is what is going on, what is it, July 8th today? First and foremost, I want you to know we are still doing this program. I actually brought a bunch of these with me because it doesn't stop. You all are still doing deals. I brought these labels, stamps. I will just mail them from the location. And lo and behold, we already have one. We want to congratulate Chase for getting a deal done. This will be mailed later this afternoon. So again, folks, if you don't know what the program is, if you close a deal, you get a rental property, close a deal, you let me know that you did. Let me know that One Rental at a Time helped you, and I will mail you a card. Again, we're going for 500. As of last Sunday, I think we are already at 66 after 5 weeks. So congratulations for doing the work. What we have here today on Thursday, I think it is the 8th. I actually have no idea what day it is. I think it's the 8th, but I know it's Thursday. What we have going on today in the market is the stocks are pretty much everything. Risk on is coming off, if you know what I mean. So you have stocks down, crypto down, yields down. This is really a trend that we have been talking about probably for the last week or so, that perhaps the economy is not as strong as we had thought. The other thing that is going on that I have not talked about to date, but I should have picked up earlier, is the dollar is strengthening. And we're really seeing that today because what we're seeing is because of Japan declaring a state of emergency, they are likely going to host the Olympics with no spectators. That is going to be really odd for the athletes. I really feel for the athletes. Right? Many of them have been working at this for years, if not decades. And the Olympics is their life's memory. And that's going to be tough. So yeah, I really feel for the Olympians. But in the end, the dollar is getting stronger. What we are seeing is that North America, specifically the United States, is coming out of this crisis faster than other countries. And because of that, the dollar is getting stronger while the rest of the world. I got to figure out how to hold this thing. I should have brought my stand. I failed. I didn't bring my stand. So what do I have today? Again, Japan declares state of emergency. Olympics with no fans. We see the 10-year crashing again. It touched 1.25. It feels like just yesterday we were talking about it at 1.5. We had the Fed meeting. Lots of stuff came out, which was pretty much all we expected. So I think they threaded the needle. They now are officially talking about tapering. They are trying to avoid the taper tantrum of 2013. I believe earlier in the week I referenced 2018, so I had my dates wrong, so I wanted to make sure I called that. Yeah, the taper tantrum of 2013. Good old Ben Bernanke. It feels so long ago that he was the Fed chair. So that's why they're doing a lot of talking so they don't have this again. The other thing they admitted, and I actually applaud the Fed for admitting this. They said that they were surprised by the inflation spike, right? It was higher and faster than they anticipated, but that doesn't change their mindset, right? It is still, a lot of it's going to wear out because of demand and supply constraints. We got the employment data today, unemployment claims anyway, and it surprised to the upside, but stayed below 400,000, right? Last week, the expectation was 350. It came out at 373. What we're really seeing is most of the churn is in the food industry. And it's kind of what you and I should expect. And I've been talking about this for a couple of months now. If you are in the food industry and you want to make more money, change jobs. And that is what is going on. They have the highest quit ratio on record. And that is to be expected. Again, people do what people do, and if they want to make more money, they're going to quit jobs, right? Once you're trained at, food X, you can go to food Y and do all of those things. So again, pretty interesting stuff going on. Again, the 10-year went down to 1.255 overnight. That is interesting. Again, I think I had conversations with Matt yesterday and the other Matt on Tuesday, and I think there's a global chase for yield, right? I think you see Asia now with Japan, declaring a state of emergency and negative rates and all of that. 1.25 is more than negative. So I think that's what you have going on. Another thing we have is we've got Elizabeth Warren out talking about crypto and manipulators and fraudsters. And I don't normally agree with Elizabeth Warren, but I got to tell you, I think she's dead right on this one, folks. I think there is a lot of fraud, manipulators and pump and dumps going on that are going to hurt average Americans that are looking for a better future. And they believe the story. Think about a coin that has an extra 5 billion coins created a year, run by a guy named Billy with no use cases, and people are piling in because it's going to go to the moon. Folks, pump and dump is a bad thing, hurts lots of people, and crypto is full of it. What else we got going on? Again, we got COVID comeback from the rest of the world. Japan's just the other example. You do see it spiking in different European countries, and Australia's having increased cases. So while we can say we're getting out of it, and you can feel confident about that, we are in a worldwide economy, and the 10-year and the dollar is where people go when it's scared. When they are scared, they go to the dollar. When you think the dollar is trash and you want to beat it, just remember when people are scared, fearful, frightened, they go to the dollar. And that's one of the reasons I think you see rates plunging is people are scared out there, maybe rest of the world, and sometimes you and I ignore what's going on in the rest of the world. Another shout out to San Francisco, San Francisco, oh man, making bad government decisions. Looks like we talked about, was it Neiman Marcus or Needless Markup? I just love that name, Needless Markup. That brazen daylight robbery. Now you have Target going to be closing stores early because of a shocking rise in shoplifting. Folks, here's the deal. If you don't punish shoplifters, they're going to shoplift. Yeah, it's just wacky. Just kind of a fun note. I don't know if you had this. I remember having chicken nuggets a lot with my daughter when she was younger. It looks like Beyond Meat is now getting out of just doing hamburgers. They're going to do Beyond Meat for chicken tenders or chicken nuggets. Anybody out there try them yet? I don't remember the last time I had chicken nuggets, but they were a staple in our household a couple of decades ago. Looks like RBC is out watching this channel because they are talking about home builders and a slowdown that is coming. They specifically downgraded D.R. Horton with the others on review. So again, folks, the housing slowdown is real. The housing slowdown is real, but it's an opportunity, right? Don't get scared. Do the work. Find the great deal. 2010 set us up, right? When everybody was afraid, we did the work. So again, remember, do the work, find the deals. If you need help with that, the course is below. I was too lazy to change the price, so you still have the $50 coupon code if you want it, June 50. And also, if you haven't heard, Matt the Mortgage Guy has some content coming out. I think I'm going to make it go live today. I watched one of the videos yesterday, it was awesome. So if you're in the course already, you can look at for Mortgage 101 being live probably this afternoon, and probably a couple more flipping videos as well. On the flipping content, remember, it's not perfect quality. There are gaps in the sound, but we were given a treat in a 5-hour seminar by the folks at Flip Hacking Live and Tyler Jensen. So know that that's there and more videos coming. I have a couple of questions first. So when you think about retirement, what do you think, right? Do you say, hey, I need $1 million? Do you think, hey, I need some cash flow? What do you think? I'd love to hear from you below. Lots of people talk about, hey, I need $1 million or some number. I want you to think about what's your cash flow number, because it's really not net worth. I think it's cash flow, right? There's an exercise in my course called Get Your Money Right called Choices. If you're new to this channel, just search that keyword. I did videos with most of my experts. It was a lot of fun to go through. I did it myself. So go do the choices exercise. You don't have to buy the course. You can figure it out with the videos I've done. If you want it, it's there for you. Not enough folks are signing up for the Get Your Money Right course at $99. It can be life-changing. And then the last thing I want to talk about is And this was really based on a video that Anna and I did yesterday, sparked by April Crosley from Lazy Girl REI. I want you to think about what you can do in 10 years. Right? April was responding to someone that says, hey, why get a rental, $200, blah, blah, blah. It's not worth it. It is worth it. My first house, Norris Drive, which I write about in our book, became 2 other houses. Those 3 houses became 18 units, a short 5 or 6 years later. Don't think about tomorrow. Think about this journey as 10 years. I want to hear from you, right? If you're in my course, maybe do it in our private Facebook group. But I'd love to hear from students. What's your plan for 10 years? If I do another video, I might actually do that later today. I want people to think about 10 years. What are we going to do together in 10 years? So think about that. Again, also do the choices exercise. Getting your money right is important. Understanding where you are, what you could go back to, and then what's your dream life look like. The choices exercise is underappreciated. More and more folks need to go through that. So have a wonderful day, folks. It's the ocean out there. I got to figure out a way to hold my phone because this little phone is hurting my shoulder after 11 minutes. Man, such a weakling. Anyways, take care of yourself. Have fun. I'm going to go get some coffee. Have a great day.